What up, guys? Today we are back for some more Doom Dark Ages, and I'm not too sure if you saw that, but that orb around that witch right there, yes, that made them indestructible. And I showed off a quick clip at the beginning here just to show how good, first of all, the chain shot is when you land headshots on the witches. But ultimately, those enemies, those witch enemies, are a nuisance. They are definitely incredibly tough to deal with, and I just wanted to make a video kind of talking about this and give you guys a little bit of a heads up of how big of an issue they can be if you're not too sure of what their mechanic is. And now this is basically just me showcasing what I've been dealing with as far as, you know, what I've been using and everything. The super shotgun, incredible. And I did show off how tanky my shield is. I've, you know, invested all of my perks into shield perks, and I've gotten pretty good with parrying. I really enjoy the parrying in this game. I definitely am using not the hardest, you know, parry windows right now, but I did just complete my first playthrough, so I am definitely going to go back onto some harder difficulties. And honestly, parrying feels really good. I will go more into parrying, but I really just wanted to talk about some of the flying enemies that we see in the game that can potentially be a problem for you. The game did release today, and I am enjoying my time with it. I also really appreciate you guys, you know, coming into the comments and, you know, watching and liking the video, so definitely thank you for that. Because, you know, I think right now, as far as the, like, what, you know, the state of Space Marine 2, we're all kind of waiting for Horde mode. I think everyone's pretty much ready for that. So I am casually going along and grinding my characters, getting ready for Space Marine 2. And I think this is also a great time to do just some extra videos on another game that I'm playing as well. So it's honestly, after Dark Ages is very good. I think it's a very good game. But when Horde mode comes out for Space Marine 2, that's going to take a lot of my time. And yo, those guys, those flying guys are definitely an issue also. They can be seriously tough. But yes, when Horde mode comes out for Space Marine 2, I will be, you know, dedicating a lot of my time to that. And, you know, I just think it's a perfect time to make some videos on a game that I just really enjoyed. And, you know, ultimately, I do kind of want to give you guys a heads up on those witches. See, right there, that witch right there, when it spawns in, when it has that orb, it is invincible. And what it's going to do is spawn a copy. And obviously you can see the copy because it won't have the orb around it. Also, I suggest if you see the real witch and you don't see the copy, try to disengage and create some space so you can find the copy, and the copy might come after you. And then I switch to the chain shot. I land the headshot on the copy from far away. It takes out the copy, and then just a couple of headshots with the chain shot here, and we take out the witch. These things are a problem. When you see them spawn in, when the real witch has an orb, those attacks aren't parryable because they're invincible. So, you know, they don't really let you parry those. And I did pick up Barbed for the Shredder, which is huge because we're going to see the DPS potential. As soon as I picked this up, I was very excited about it. This is my first and only fully upgraded weapon for this playthrough. And yeah, the witches at first definitely were kind of an issue because I feel like I didn't really pay attention to how you were supposed to deal with them. And I was just shooting the orb with a plasma weapon. And yeah, we're definitely going to see more witches in this video. But we start off this fight with those other flying guys with the cannons. They're not as bad because they don't get an invincible orb around them. You can definitely parry them when they have their shield up, and you'll also put down their shield, but they'll put down their shield regardless anyway. Boom, getting some big parries there, making sure, you know, you saw the Shredder. The Shredder was really nice as far as the DPS. The Flail, dude, I kept calling my Flail the Mace in my last Doom video, so I'm sorry for the confusion there. But I think, honestly, when it comes to this game, people just enjoy to, you know, watch Doom gameplay. Doom's very, very fun to watch. Even when I'm doing the commentary right now, just watching me kind of, you know, make sure I'm landing these parries and everything. I just really think Doom is really fun, and it's kind of like disappointing to see some people not having a great time with it, even though, like, I do see people, you know, engaging with it, and obviously they treat it like it's a viable Doom game, but you do see some people kind of disappointed that it seemed to take a step back from things from Eternal. And ultimately, the way I feel about it is I felt like I was really lucky, considering that I enjoyed both games. And the feeling that I have with this game specifically is I feel lucky because I played this game, you know, on console. This is on a PS5 Pro, and I'm playing with paddle. And honestly, that L2 button is one of the most important buttons, obviously, because that's parrying. And yes, there is a witch spawn right there. And I know, like, I shoot it a couple times here, and it's just for nothing. And it's actually putting me in a tough situation here because I'm wasting ammo, first of all. But I also have my back towards a couple enemies there. But yes, anyway, I think this game was really made to play on consoles. You can even see, like, the graphics isn't as polished as Eternal was. However, I'm still having a great time. The shield, I think the shield is one of my favorite Doom weapons if you consider the, you know, Eternal. And yeah, see, exactly, this is why I'm making this video, because look at this. I'm dealing no damage here. I need to find the fake witch, and I think for whatever reason I'm just not understanding that point. We will see if I start to understand that I'm not dealing any damage to that enemy. But yes, so the shield is probably one of my favorite weapons across both games, across Eternal and obviously, you know, Dark Ages and the first Doom, I guess. But the first Doom wasn't really my favorite. I felt like it was kind of like okay. But yeah, Eternal was really where I started to love playing Doom. And oh yes, you see the fake witch right there. And then this is where it starts to occur to me, hey, wait. Dude, I can't. This is why I'm doing this PSA. Do not shoot this witch. The witch with the orb is invincible. You have to shoot the other one. How long do you think? Oh yeah, there it goes. There I go. I'm starting to figure it out now. Yeah, as soon as I figure it out, this is exactly when I learned, oh, this is how you're supposed to deal with witches. The level I do show at the beginning of this video, I do think was after this one, so it honestly makes sense why I was a little bit confused here. But this is, again, why I wanted to make sure to show off how obviously annoying witches can be, but almost how much of a pain they can be to track down, and you potentially can waste a lot of ammo if you didn't understand their mechanic. So I'm trying to look out for you guys just in case, you know, you don't really notice it also, and was as clueless as I was. I really thought they had a plasma orb or something, and yeah, I just wasted like a whole bunch of ammo in that fight. But anyway, the comparisons between Eternal and Dark Ages, I feel like is fair. But still, they were clearly trying to... They definitely had different intentions with this game from the start. I feel like they were definitely trying to make a game that was console-friendly. And obviously to, you know, also switch up some of the core game mechanics to make the game kind of feel unique. I think they honestly did an overall good job with that. Yeah, the parrying system in this game does feel really unique. It does feel good. Like, you're not really so much as doing parries to like stagger them or anything. You do parries to like activate some of your perks and obviously to stay alive ultimately, because you do need to feel tanky. So I think parrying is a great way for, you know, to just survive. And then obviously you can just hold up your shield and block damage, you know, the traditional way. And yeah, right here in this fight, you're going to see the Shredder just be an absolute beast of a weapon. I'm able to parry and then just get a couple shots there, getting some build up for the perks and the effects that I have for the weapon. And yes, boom, right there you see, and then I throw my shield and get some good damage. And as long as I can sit there and get some parries, I'm fine. So yes, this is definitely why you want to invest in your shield and to make sure your shield can come back as soon as possible. And then, boom, we were able to finish off this fight without too much of an issue, besides the fact, you know, that I'm at critical health here. But still, the witch was obviously getting a little bit on my nerves there because I did not know what I was doing. So I hope this video helps you guys out. The game does officially launch today, so that's great. And thanks for watching.